Hello, everybody. Welcome on in. Welcome. Good to have you in here. Hello. Welcome to the rare, occasional, maybe once in a while Monday stream. Hi. We're here. We're doing it. We're doing the stuff. Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. How we doing? Welcome. Good to have you all out. All out in the chat. Sorry, forgot to send a message. I was like, I need to send this message, and then I just kind of did not. So here we are. A stream to leave a like on a Monday? I know, it's rare. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome. Good to have you all out here. Lovely to see you all. Welcome on in. Come on in. Yeah, we're gonna be working on building up the mountain. I started on the next hardcore episode, and I was like, you know what? Before I get too far in this thing, I want to just get the mountain project wrapped up. We're not going to be finishing it today because that's going to be a few more streams. But I was like, I want to just keep making progress on it and keep it moving forwards a little bit further. So we're out here doing all the stuff. I was like starting to get tired like a half hour ago, so I was like, I need to stand. I just need to stand up for a little bit, standing desk mode, try and wake up, get the body moving a little bit, and we'll see how it all goes. If you're new to the streams, because this is a pretty rare one at this time, and you're new to the YouTube streams, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. It helps me out a ton. We got 500 people in here. We're at 250 likes right now. So everybody who can do that, I very much do appreciate it. Paul, thank you so much for becoming a member. Steadifier, thank you so much for the gift membership. And Sarah, thank you so much for the 10 months. Yay, I can catch a stream again. I've started soccer for the US people, coaching my son's team, so I've missed loads. Hey, that's kind of fun, though. That's exciting. Hope it's going well. Yeah, we're doing all the good stuff. Okay. It's a raining morning for you. Yeah, it's actually been a beautiful day today. It's very, very nice. It's cold though. It's chilly out. It's one of those where I'm not like jacket and gloves walking the dogs in the morning being like, I don't want to go out here. I'm not even awake yet. Why do I have to be out here?
Pleased to meet you.
I just keep on going, I guess, because the dogs need to go pee. Oh my gosh. Really funny this morning. Little story before we get started. I got a workout in this morning, got out of the shower, got cleaned up and everything, and walked out of the bathroom in our room and was just like doing stuff, getting dressed and everything. And then at some point in time, we now have a shower door that our old one used to slide back and forth, and now it's a door that opens and closes. And I must not have closed it all the way, and it was like half open. And Coda decided, our older husky, 6 years old, Siberian Husky, he decided to go into the shower and somehow knocked the door shut. So he got stuck in the shower this morning we didn't find him until probably an hour after I had gotten out of the shower. So he at most was stuck in the shower for an hour, or probably likely like 20-25 minutes, and he's just in there. And Sid came to get me in my office. She's like, you have to come look at this. This is really funny. And he's just in there on the inside of the shower, just of course licking the glass door just because there's still water on it from when I was showering. And he's just in there. No, the shower's not on. No, if the shower's on, he would have been howling so much earlier. No, he didn't make a single sound. He was just in the shower, just licking the inside of the shower door and everything. He was just like, I just exploring. This is kind of cool. He's been a annoying dog the last few days. He got out last night. He snuck out the front door. So like 9 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, something like that. Pitch black outside. We are running around in our neighborhood trying to catch Coda because he's just doing his little thing, being a husky, being like, I got out. I'm going to go exploring. So yeah, we're running around in the neighborhood last night trying to catch our dog. And thankfully he cornered himself. I saw him like kind of going for a corner. And I was like, okay, if he gets in there, if I can just lure him in there and kind of get the other side, I can catch him. 100% I can catch him if he goes in there. And yeah, so he doesn't get out often. He's only gotten out like, he's 6 years old, and he's probably gotten out maybe 4, maybe 5 times in total. So He's pretty easy to stop from getting out. He doesn't. He's not like, oh my gosh, there's a crack in the door, I'm going.
Birthday present. Thanks.
But he's definitely like, yeah, if the door's left open, I'm gonna go, because why not? So, yeah, that was it's been a fun, yeah, husky things, exactly. He was in the mood for an adventure, exactly. Asio Simmer, thank you so much for becoming a member. George, thank you so much for becoming a member. And LS, thank you so much for the dono. Rare live stream I can actually watch. What a thoughtful birthday present. Hey, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Sounds like my puppy. Yeah, our other dog, Nova, she's super chill about it. She rare trait in a husky, she has a sense of recall. She will actually be like, oh, you want me to come back? I mean, I guess. I'll think about it. So sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. But we got a lot of work to do in the game today, so we should probably get to it. I've got a few materials I need to be putting away. And y'all get to see a little spoiler of what the next project is, because I'm set up over here currently. Ow. That's your idea of what the next project is. Just me getting hit by something going, ow. I'd like this back, please. I'd like you to go in there. Yep, ow. Okay, we're leaving now. We're leaving now. Hey, look, project. Okay, we need to go grab some more stone because I took a shulker box of stone to get over there. And start building things up, and so I need to go get another one. 50% on the likes. We're over. We're actually almost 640 people right now. Usually Monday streams are really quiet. Wednesday is like my best stream day by far. Friday's usually pretty good, but right now with Secret Life, is that what it's called? I think. Going on right now, definitely Friday viewership is down like 20-30% over what it normally is. Of course, there's no shulkers in here. Okay, we need to go get shulkers. Oh, Wandering Trader. Hi, buddy. What you got for me? Any super goodies? A target block could be nice. A mini barrel and mini blast furnace. Okay, we need to go get those immediately. Immediately. Drop everything. Do I have a barrel or a blast furnace in here? Of course not. We can make a blast furnace right here. For those who don't know, I have micro blocks through Wandering Traders in this world. I don't use them that often because I know some people are like, oh, where'd you get that? That's not a real block. You're cheating. But I really like having them. They're fun to just add little details in when I'm... Most of it I do off stream is really if I'm just like, you know what'd be really cool right here? Just like a little itsy bitsy teeny weeny micro block. Just something there to fill the block space. Where was he? Where did he go? Ah, hi buddy. Hi. Let's get our barrels. Blast furnace. Yeah, that's probably all I care about of these. Target block could be cool. Brick could be cool. Maybe we can get brick. Brick would be fun. Do we have a brick? We can make a brick. One brick, please. Sir, I require your little mini bricks. Take the big brick. Thank you. The target block could be okay, but I don't feel like I would use... Actually, that could be helpful for the project I'm working on right now.
Is this how I donate bits?
I mean, similar to bits. Similar, not quite a bit, but like, same outcome. Thank you so very much. Venetian Terrarian? Thank you so very much for the dono. Hopefully I said that somewhat correctly. I really appreciate it. That's very, very generous of you. Thank you. Wrong website. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, that is super chat though. So, you know, you're on the right track. You're on the right track for this. Okay, here we go. There's our micro blocks. Let's see what we can do. Nope, that's full. Ah, we can get rid of all of them. Do I have any things in here that are just all stone? Nope, but they are all a mess. What are you? Ah. Here's my axolotls. Let's grab Touche. We filled up on dirt last stream, right? Like we ended stream and got 2 more shulkers of dirt. / grass. I am confused what series this is. This is the only series I've been doing for the past few months. This is the hardcore season 3 world. If you haven't been following along with the videos, it might be a little like, whoa, where the heck did all this stuff come from? But this is hardcore season 3, my single player world. So we need 6 more stacks. You have a public version of your stream playlist? I do not. Most of it comes from Epidemic Sounds, and I don't really know where they source their music from, other than I know musicians can upload to it. But no, I don't have a public version of mine. A lot is Minecraft soundtrack stuff. So you can, like, a lot is the lo-fi music from the Minecraft soundtrack that they released a little while ago, like the lo-fi remixes. Like this is one of the Minecraft Legends remixes. All of the rock songs and like non-chill songs are all off of Epidemic. I also purposely keep it a little hidden because so many people, I like to keep the music that I have in my videos more unique to me. And I know a bunch of people have already taken the time to go track down the songs I use and find them and start using them in their own videos. But I do like to keep it to a minimum instead of being like, here's my entire music library I use for videos. I like to keep it a little bit more on the secretive side of, because I just don't want a bunch of people just being like, ooh, these are the songs fWhip uses. I'm going to use them in my videos because it gets a great vibe. And then it makes my stuff seem a lot more generic. Oh, wow. We have a lot of empty shulkers here. Yeah, so. Sorry. I'm going to take these back before I forget and think I have a bunch of materials here when I don't. So we'll go do this real quick. Do you decide if you're going to remove the snow under the world tree? Most people said they wanted to keep it. There's a very loud minority that says the snow is ugly, get rid of it. But there's a very, when I actually asked in the episode what people thought about it, a lot of people said that they liked the contrast of the snow being in there. I don't need to be down here. I deserve that bonk. I went the wrong way. So I'm new to being a member. What can I do now? If you check out under the membership thing, you'll see all of the tiers that you have and the rewards that come with that. It looks like you became a supporter for the base tier, so that gets you access to all of the emotes in chat here and everything like that, and gets you a green name in chat. The upper tiers is where if you're looking for the world download, texture pack downloads, access to the Minecraft server, all that fun stuff. Did this disappear? Oh, I thought I had something under here. It's so laggy. Why is it lagging so bad? Why am I lagging so bad? Dude is tanky. No, there's a second child. Wouldn't the roots get cold? I mean, the tree is so ancient and massive that I don't think so. The only weird part is that the canopy does come out so far, and how the snow gets there when the canopy is so much wider than the mountain, that's where I'm like, maybe we do remove it. So I don't know. I do a double take when I hear a fWhip song on another channel. Yeah, it's not like I own them, so I can't really be like, hey, you're using my music. But it's like, you kind of pick your vibe and you find your stuff that works for you, or you're in somebody who copies the other people. And I try and stick in the I'm doing my own thing side of the realm of that, I guess. Are you going to be playing Decked Out? I was originally invited, and then I wasn't given any information. So I got silent uninvited. It's been a few months since I got my invite, but yeah, I was silent uninvited, or I guess they forgot. I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna sit down. Okay. Let's do it. We're gaming now. Now's the gaming time. Gray shirt. I know, yeah. The gray and the little white in it. A little light gray action. Brenda, thank you so much for the donut. I really do appreciate it. Okay, let's get ourselves a bunch of stone along here, and then we'll just bring as much of the grass block action as we can. Yeah, so for those who have missed the last few streams, we've been slowly working on looping around the back of the mountain here, just to catch everybody up. When we started streaming the mountain building again, we brought the mountain all the way down there, and then we've been slowly looping it along the back. So everything that isn't textured is new mountain build progress that we have made, which is looking really good. I really like how this has turned out. For additional context,
what do you think about doing a graveyard of sorts for the city, but with trees instead of tombstones?
That could be fun.
Either large trees with hanging signs for people's names, or one little sapling per person. Also a tree house somewhere?
I like your idea of trees. I think it's one of those where like it would... Oh, that's an inventory button. Brenda, thank you so very much for the donut. I really do appreciate it. And that'd be fun. That'd be a fun way of doing it. Maybe for like, maybe we could turn that into not every single grave is a tree or something, because that would be a massive graveyard. I think if you think about how large custom trees would be, because that'd be at minimum like a 5x5 area per grave. So if we wanted something realistic for like a mass, oh my gosh, why can I not hit things today? Yep, we're just gonna do that. But maybe we could do that for like people who we make something up for people who like did something really important in the city. That's how they get a tree, as if they're living on. Their legacy is gonna continue for all the good they did for the city. Their legacy could blah 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 could continue in front of them as a thank you for all the amazing things that they did. That could be kind of a fun way of doing it. But I do like the idea. Yeah, that was a lot of mobs in here. What the? I was just in fight and explain about graveyard mode, where hopefully I wasn't going to be filling one of those graves. Yeah, anyways, that was going to be a little update of here's what's on the inside of the mountain range. Can he see chat? Yes. Because that could mean something about each tree that we put in where tree graveyard would be. Could be something like really special, and we could write some cool lore behind it. And then each of them would, of course, like need a name for it and everything like that. And that could be a cool way if we could get some more people involved in the community and stuff. It's the only place in the whole area dark enough to spawn mobs. Yeah, but every cave underneath the mountain is also mob spawn land, right? Should be, I think. I don't know. But, you know, it's cool. It's cool. Apparently my microphone's muted, though, so it's fine. Only the people that... Well, you actually have to... You have to be super cool to get access to hear the microphone. It's not that mine's muted. It's that you didn't pass the check in order to get access to the audio, you know. No money involved. You just gotta vibe check. We're gonna do a little rocky bit here, I think, just as like a vibe check passed. Yeah, exactly. See, some people get it, some people don't. If you don't know what the vibe check is, it's just, I can't help you. It's one of those, you know. If you don't know, then you've already failed. Yeah, today's stream super chill, most likely. Just wanting to get a lot of stuff done on the mountain because it sounds better than the other project I was working on. And then I wanted a distraction, so we built mountain today. That's the vibe. That's the goal. All I've been doing is sitting around today, trying to work on things. I'm actually planning out the next build, and my brain's just a little stuck on it right now. I like where I'm at with it so far. I think it's getting there, and it's I found some cool inspiration art that people had of going off of more, trying to bring in some more like old-timey designs and whatnot, or not old-timey, but more like classic medieval architecture, I guess you could say. It's been good. Spoilers, turning you into a porcupine. Yes, yeah, lots of that. Lots. So much time as a porcupine today. Yes. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. Happy Tuesday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday from the past. Okay. I think on this, I want to kind of extend it out here a little bit further, so we kind of have that going woof instead of just being a straight dead line that comes all the way down. Yeah, I've just been sitting around and watching the World of Warcraft raid race and planning Minecraft builds so far today. It's been a pretty chill Monday. This was a wonderful surprise. No, I'm glad. It's always one of those where I'm like, man, if I just turn on my stream randomly, will people be able to show up? And every single time I do it, I'm always like, so many people showed up. That's so cool. I would love to be one of, like, there's some streamers that, you know, they can turn on their stream no matter what they're doing. They just turn on their stream and there's just like thousands of viewers. I think like that's always the point where I'm like, that'd be so cool to be at that point. And I'm also like, that's a lot of like mental strain you have to handle. Chill Monday, lol, those exist. Yeah, it's called a Monday off. How long the stream? Until I get tired. That's the vibe we're at today. If I get tired in 20 minutes, bye. But no, I'm assuming we'll go about 2 hours. We might swap over maybe to, if we get like a good chunk here and I'm feeling a little brain dead, because I don't want to totally kill myself on this, energy wise. And if that happens, then I'm thinking we might go over to the creative world and build a custom tree or something. I want to be doing more of those. I know I haven't been the best at posting them. I've got a few done. I got a few. I'm slowly working on the tree repository. It's slowly getting there. I keep being like, I just thought about it today and I was like, man, I should have recorded all of them as a time lapse. That would have made a great little either second channel video or a short of everything that I've been working on and learning. I was like, man, that would have been so good. Monday trees Monday. Okay, so I'm thinking it goes down and then we bring it back up here so we can just have a little extra fun detail and make it look like a really micro tiny overhang. left my bed. I know where my bed is. You have more patience than me? I mean, it's just a slow process of a lot of what helps me be able to keep up doing this is that a lot of y'all are hanging out here with me. Skeleton, don't do it. I see you. Golem, protect me. I freed you. Golem's no help. Okay. Stuff acquired. Copy the trees in Lightmatica, then delete them. Wait, what? I mean, I do copy the tree. Like, how I bring the trees into the world is Lightmatica. So...
My Monday off equals watching my fave Minecrafters. Lucky got to catch an evening stream with fWhip.
Hey, Lisa, appreciate it. Thank you so much. Glad you enjoy the content so much. Or it's an excellent troll. And in that case, still thank you. I can't remember whose stream I was in a few days ago. Not like one of the Empire's crew or anything like that. But I was in somebody's stream. And they got a donut. They're like, man, I just love Saturdays. Saturdays and chilling and watching my favorite streamer. It's just so good. And then the streamer was like, oh, thank you. That's so nice of you. I'm glad you enjoy the content so much. And they're like, and then there's the person just responded. They're like, oh no, sorry, you're on my second monitor. I had to let you know that I'm watching you and my favorite. I was like, oh, you didn't have to do him dirty like that. But it's so funny. The expert troll. There are trolls, and then there's trolls, you know? Some want to mimic the trolls. The others are the trolls. It's like, oh my gosh. Second monitor flex. Yeah, I really do think that, like, if you want to get serious into PC gaming, one of the things that's kind of a must nowadays is a second monitor. Especially if you want to play any type of strategy or build-based game, like where you need to be memorizing character builds, or you need to be able to like look up certain information on how something works. Like second monitors they're pretty crucial nowadays. They're very important. A lot of games are now designed with the thought of you having a wiki open on the side. As a programmer, a second monitor is great. Oh my gosh, yeah. I used to work in database management without a second monitor. Oh my god, I was not getting any work done. I remember times where they'd be like, oh yeah, you just like bring your laptop and we're all gonna work in this conference room together until we can solve this problem. And I'd be like, no, please, no. No, I will be so slow. I won't be able to get anything done. Just let me work at my desk with my 2 monitors. I'll be so much better. I'll just join the Zoom call. Yeah, my typical, I have 3 monitors. So I could just pop a little like flex on just like the 3 monitor life. I actually have like 4 more in my closet there. So I'm really bad, dude. I buy new monitors way more than I should. I finally bought like really nice monitors on Black Friday last year, and these things are nice. So I used to be really bad of every Black Friday sale. I was like, yeah, I could use some new monitors. Kind of see at the used music. It's Minecraft Legends. But yeah, and my typical is main monitor is Minecraft, obviously for recording, and then I have a vertical monitor here, so like up and down, and I have Discord on the bottom half, Spotify slightly below that so I can see the music and everything, and above that I usually have either OBS or the YouTube live stream window if I'm streaming. Over here I have Streamlabs OBS for that, and then split on this monitor as a horizontal one. I have it split half with like the guide that I'm creating for myself when I'm working through the hardcore video. I just use a Google Doc and slowly just like add information on there. And if I'm not streaming, I just have another Chrome tab open that's there for whatever I want to watch and listen to, or usually turns into like 4 Twitter tabs because I don't realize that I have one open, and then I open another, and then I just keep opening more. And then I'll find them like an hour later and be like, why do I have so many Twitter tabs? I'll close them all. And then within 30 minutes, they're all back. I got a second monitor when I was playing StarCraft 2 a lot back in like 2011, yeah, that's probably 2011, 2012. And I've never went back to the solo monitor life. Even when like moving my computer to school, like freshman year of college, I just took a laptop down that I had gotten. And I still with that, I was like, I'm bringing a second monitor, or when I get there, I'm going somewhere to buy one, because I will not be going without. I'm sure when I moved in and set it up, my roommate was like, who the heck is this guy? I didn't know anybody at my school, so I just got assigned a random roommate. And of course, I was one of the only freshmen that I knew. I'm sure it happened to other people too, but I had a sophomore as my roommate, and it was so weird. We never talked. It was an awkward situation. I think the most awkward part was the second semester of freshman year. I had a buddy who he had a bad living situation, and so we both talked and we were like, yeah, let's just like move in together. Like, why not? We both want to get out of the place that we're living in. And I went into the housing office to turn in my paperwork to officially get moved so I could room with my buddy. And while I'm in there turning in the paperwork, the guy who I was rooming with came in to turn his own paperwork to move into a different room. And so we both turned in paperwork at the same time without even realizing it. Obviously, we recognized each other when we were in there, and we're like, oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, what do you do? Oh, yeah, I'm also turning in paperwork to live somewhere else, and I didn't tell you about it. Yeah. So awkward. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh, I hate every bit of this right now. Okay, we're just gonna light these up a little bit down here so it stays a touch safer. Yeah, it was really awkward. Okay. What are your thoughts on doing super flat Minecraft one day? I think it's the same problem that I have with Skyblock. Is there's just so much grind just for the sake of grind. And as much as I love my survival Minecraft and I love my big old grindy projects, I don't like grinding in this game. For the sake of grinding, just for it to be slightly more difficult than it would be in a regular survival world or whatever else you want to say, I will not. I will not. I will get so bored. I could do it for maybe a week, and after that, I'm gonna wish that I wasn't playing in that world anymore. It very much has happened, like in the Skyblock stuff, is usually I'm just like, God, I cannot be bothered to go through these slow steps to get trees or get whatever material I need. I'm just like, really? If I need dirt, I could just go there and mine it all in regular survival. But now I have to deal with blah, 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 and then I'm just like, I don't want to do this. And I think super flat sounds cool, but I think it's super flat and Skyblock to me are the same thing. If anything, super flat is slightly more difficult because you have to, unless you're playing on a Skyblock map that has all the biomes, there are those. But if you're playing traditional Skyblock where you just get your one and you just have the oak, like the plains biome around everywhere, and you're not playing like these newer ones that have all the little biome islands and everything like that. If you're just playing classical super flat versus classic Skyblock, I think super flat is more difficult because you have to deal with mobs spawning everywhere versus just the places that you create. But then as your benefit out of that is you get access to all of the dirt and grass you could ever need. So there's little changes off here and there that you have to take into account as you're doing it. But yeah, I super flat and skyblock, to me, they're the same. The only difference is if you start on land or you start on a little floating island. So, but yeah, both of them I find, like, I think a really long-term super flat world, say like Mog Swamp, I find so absolutely impressive, but there is absolutely no way I ever want to do that. It's one of those things where I can look at it and be like, wow, that's really cool that you did that. But no, you will not catch me ever having a 10-year-long super flat world. It's not for me. It's not how I want to spend my time in this game. I love landscapes. I love transforming Minecraft landscapes, and having to start, I mean, granted, I'm building a mountain well over 150 blocks above the top of this hill here, so I really can't talk too much, but I like working with Minecraft terrain and improving it into where I see it. I don't like working with restrictions in a game that's already, a sandbox game where you have artificial restrictions, I think is the best way to summarize it. For me, is not fun. Like the difficult part of Minecraft is not where I have fun playing Minecraft. The spot that I have fun playing Minecraft is the creation, the art side of it, the designing, the building up everything that I've done. And when that just becomes more difficult for no reason, I start to be like, why the heck am I doing this? Yeah, when the creative thinking, most of it comes into play of how am I going to get this resource instead of how am I going to use this resource to do something, that's where I lose interest. Because Superflat is very creative. Skyblock's super creative. You have to be very, very smart. You have to know the game super well and figure out how to abuse the game mechanics in a way that's going to get the result that you want. And that's really cool when people can pull it off. But for me, I just don't have fun doing it. It's not interesting at all for me. I'm not knocking on it at all. Again, like, I think people who are able to do it, so impressive, but you won't catch me playing those. That's how I feel about anything other than modded creative ruin the rest of the game for me. Yeah, I mean, Shovel, when you're out there being able to use a command or something and you're like, look at this terrain that I can build, it's all there with commands and at least like a rough shape in. I know there's still like hand molding and everything that you're gonna go through and do, but you at least like start off with something better than, you know what, like what I'm doing here, placing one block at a time. Like, it's gonna be a different game. It's gonna speed things up and where your brain can focus on the point that you want to be focusing on, and that's good. I mean, it's Minecraft is great because it has so many different ways to play that there's no one right way, and there's definitely not a wrong way. Even though everybody on YouTube wants to tell you that this is the way to play the game, there's no right or wrong way to play Minecraft, and that's the best part about this game. Yes, Minecraft, if you're watching, Mr. or Madam Minecraft, if you're watching right now and would like to do a brand deal, we can revise that script and get something really cool out of it. So yeah, just contact me. Get your people can contact my people. I am my own people, and we'll talk about a brand deal for me. Just so much hype for the game, you know. Okay, so I'm thinking we could come off this way right here. I just want to get some form of a rock. I just want to break it up, similar to how we kept breaking it up over there with little boulder shapes. Yeah, sometimes people have people. And other times they're just little old me. Saying, yeah, I'll respond to that brand deal. Sure, that sounds really interesting. And then, whoop, million other things. Ha, I forgot. As much as I don't like to admit it, that's honestly why you don't see that many brand deals anymore on my channels. I keep being like, oh, that'd be a cool one to look into and do. And oh, wow, the contract phase. Oh, yeah, I got other things on my schedule. Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. Come on. field. I've got a new place where I want to put the field. I know what I'm doing with it. I know I'm already working on episode 52 and 51's not out yet, but it's because I'm trying to get ahead for the holidays so that y'all get some content out of me in December before I get totally lost in holiday celebrations. We have Sid and I put our calendar together for the holidays. There's like from December, like mid-December till the end of December, we actually have like 3 days where there's not either somebody in town, which means there'll likely be something planned, or we have like no days where there's not already something going on. It'll be great to see everybody. I love seeing family and all that, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a busy time. I'm always freezing cold. Thanks so much for becoming a member. And Profi Sloth, thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. And then also I'm always freezing cold with the dono on top of that. I'll let the bot read itself out when it gets there, when it wants to do its thing. Okay, so I'm thinking along here, we could almost have a little bit of this dirt looping back and down. I don't know if it's like realistic, I guess. But I think it could be cool. If we were to take, I guess it kind of, maybe, like if we were bringing this dirt up here, I don't know. We're gonna do it. Not like we don't have a giant tree in this world. Not like this whole thing's really that realistic. 600 likes. I was gonna say we had 1,000 people, but some people left. It's fine. It's okay. Who cares if it's realistic? If it looks good, then it's worth it. Exactly. That is how I justify all of my spending decisions on Legos. What?
Keep it real. I've been watching for years. You're why I work to improve my building. So happy I was able to catch a stream.
Hey, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Glad you enjoy everything so much. I'm trying to, I think throughout now till January, I'm going to start throwing in some more just like random stream times outside of the norm. Especially once I get the last videos wrapped up, where we can just kind of throw in some extra off-schedule ones. So we can hopefully get some more people who I know aren't able to catch the normal stream times, get a few more people in here, you know? We're at 1,000 viewers right now. Oh my gosh. Leave a like. Thanks. Leave a like before you leave. Creeper. Oh man. Where is he? Okay, there's something messed up in my texture pack that I really don't want to spoil because it's really funny. But some other people who use, like, if you're a texture pack user and you're if you've been using my texture pack, you probably have also noticed it, but this somehow eluded me for the entire 1.20 update because I've only updated the pack once. And also this thing has probably been in for a much longer time, but there's just randomly a model on an item in the texture pack that's like 4 or 5 times bigger than it should be. I find it really funny. I just realized it. I just saw it yesterday. I was like, oh my god. Think you know what it is, but you're not sure? Yeah. It's one where if you put, yeah. It's funny. It's good stuff. You saw nothing? That was not broadcast in front of 1,000 people? No, definitely not. No. Okay, so we can have this dirt coming down here. That's going to allow grass to grow up this, which would be fantastic. And it's already growing up here. Amazing. But that being lifted up there so much, can we then take this? Yes. Yeah, we could do something like that. I've not seen that. Yeah, I have absolutely no idea how long it's been in the pack for either. Is the funny part. Okay, we're just gonna make this a little rough down here, and then we'll have to bring another. I don't know. Maybe we could just have this be all dirt, and if it looks really dumb, we'll just bring in a whatchamacallit. A gray whatchamacallit. Oh, yeah, we're pretty steep here. Did you create the texture back yourself, or did you collaborate with pixel artists? Every texture that I've made for the pack, obviously, if I've made it, then yes. Like 99% of the textures I've made myself. Ryuma, who's been in the community for a long time, they made the sugarcane texture for the connected textures. And a few people have helped me with like little bug fixes and things here and there to fix up files, but for the most part, the textures themselves I've created, especially for all the flowers. I wanted to do that myself, so they are all my own designs. But there's an occasional weird thing, like the iron bar mapping somebody did for me. Ryuma was able to figure out how to do the sugarcane connected textures really well, so that I got permission from them to use theirs. But most of the things that are in the pack are from me. And if they're not mine, there's a whole thing in the pack that has where credit is from. For when people, they download it. What do you use to make your texture pack? I just use Photoshop. There's a lot of other better options. I just know how to Photoshop. Photoshop's not great for pixel art, but all you need to use to build a Minecraft texture pack is you need a program that can create art at a pixel level. That is quite literally it. So if you have an art program like Windows Paint that can shrink a brush size down to 1 pixel, probably you want to use a pencil brush, not a brush. You'll understand why if you start messing around with it. And that is literally all you need to get started. And if you want to get the texture files themselves, all you got to do is go into, for Java, I don't know how to do it on Bedrock, but for Java, all you got to do is open up your .minecraft folder on your computer and go into versions, and then use a program like WinRAR or 7-Zip to open up the latest version that you have downloaded in there. And inside of it, you'll see the assets folder, and that is the entire base texture pack. Once you got that, you are free to tinker around in those files as much as you would like. Paint doesn't work because it can't do transparency. Yeah, not all Minecraft textures use transparency. Some definitely do, but yeah, I mean, you could use a free program like GIMP or something like that and get a better result. There's a lot of options. You can do a lot of the textures, but not all Minecraft textures actually even support transparency. So the only ones you couldn't change would be leaves. I can't wait to get this finished and just be able to be down at the horse race track and see mountain. Any ideas for the top of the mountain? Top's already done. I like that though. I think that looks pretty good. That's a little bit of a straight line in there, so maybe we can clean that up a touch further. Oh, we got a few of those. I try and leave some spaces that are these little like 2 gaps where it's an even on 2, but I think I need to be a little bit more selective about where I put them. This is looking good. Yeah, underneath the mountain, for those who haven't been here, eventually we are going to turn it into a creeper farm. But I wanted to finish the mountain first. Because then we can see the scale at which we can creeper farm the mountain. Okay, just die. So I'm trying to be good about lighting up most of it, just so that we don't have to deal with it later on. Because if we were to come down here after the fact, it would be so spooky. If y'all might remember the building with fWhip mountain range, going inside that after the fact, oh, that was no man's land. Coming along nicely. Yeah, I like it. I think it's working out pretty well. The part that I'm like the most scared of is this section right here. So I'm kind of saving it for last and just going to see where everything lands together. How do you get gunpowder right now then? I have a gas farm. The problem is I'm just never really in the nether, so the gas farm doesn't activate that much. But the gas farm's nether output is right inside of here. So if we did a creeper farm in here, we could actually ship all the items over to the gas farm. So they can share a storage room, which I just think sounds kind of fun. Your birthday yesterday, you were sick? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're able to have some fun anyways. Ah, this looks so good. I don't know about you all, but this like slope coming down here, once we get some moss on it and like really can like clean up the like dirt edges, this right along here, I love this view here. I'm very happy with that. That's cool. That looks really good. I'm trying to stand somewhere where the camera's not blocking too much of it. Just down there is that whole ridge line coming in. We still got that little bit in there to fill. Wowzers. I feel like I have a dog hair or something on my face and it's bugging the heck out of me. We're just gonna kind of fill in a little shape here and then we'll make it work with everything behind it. I want this to be a little bit more drastic than it would be if we just sort of take it back. So this is gonna come back to like here and then you're gonna go back again. And then, yeah, this will just be down to here. Sure. More of the stacking rocks. Yeah. Gotta add some beans. This is kind of gonna be a little bit of a bean. So at least where my brain's thinking it's gonna go. Because that would come back over here. And this could be like to there. And then this is the top of our bean. I want this to actually come back down. And then it's gonna go to there. And That's gonna come down to here. We do bam. I don't know. I'm just dropping in blocks. We're at the stage of, yeah, we'll figure it out. We will figure out where this is all gonna go. And then this right here can be kind of like that dirt needs to get rounded off there. Or something like that. And then we'll just honestly shorten that guy down. That's fine. And then this dirt, we just need to close it off. Maybe add a smallish bean. Yeah, we could add a smallish bean. He did a pretty good job as a fWhip too, so we could. Okay, that'll work in there. I was honestly so surprised when Joel died. I was like, wait, what? Joel of all the people? I was like, he's gonna for sure make it to the end. Joel was my failsafe of we're probably gonna be able to beat the game. Joel's here, and then he died. Spoilers, sorry. Yeah. I was surprised that I was pretty surprised that I kind of knew Scott was gonna live. I had a feeling, like, if you had to ask me the two people that would have been alive at the end, it would have been like, or three people, it would be me, Joel, and Scott. Sausage, I was really not expecting because I thought he was gonna just be like, I'm gonna go do something goofy. But then he also does play hardcore, so like he's got experience in the hardcore world. I was very much not expecting Lizzie and Ollie to make it as far as they did. I was really expecting Ollie to be like, this would be a good bit. I'm gonna go get killed right now. I was wholly expecting a very, I mean, he had a pretty good epic send-off at the end, but I was very much expecting something earlier. Video was amazing. It was a fun video to make. That was one of the videos that I'm like, I'm putting it in this bucket that is kind of a new bucket that I'm trying to create for myself for like my own way of categorizing videos that I record to make it a little bit like healthier, I guess, for myself in terms of like mental health. That was a video that was for the fans. That everybody who's been like a fan of the channel, a fan of like the community that we record with and all those other amazing creators, for people who are fans of them, that video was probably one of their favorite videos. But that was not a video at all geared towards attracting new subscribers. And it's definitely like one where I'm really happy with the result, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. It was really fun to make, and it was really fun to record in the process, and kind of a lot of learning went into it as far as how to edit those types of videos and how to create them and ways to do it more efficiently in the future. But it was very much one that like did not get a lot of attention in like the YouTube sub feed or the recommended video tab. Maybe it will over time, who knows. But the people who did watch it, they loved it. Okay, this is gonna be a little straight, and I don't know how to fix it other than to redo it all, so we're just gonna kind of leave it. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where a lot of YouTubers get caught in, and myself too, where it's like, all right, this is what the algorithm wants. We got to figure out some way to fit that. How can I do that in my way? And so it's nice to.
Pleased to meet you.
Skipped all of that out of the base, but that doesn't look that bad. I'm okay with that. It's a big flat wall, but it's fine. Yeah, so it's nice to kind of take it as one that was like, this is a win, but in a different category. Like I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy how much everybody enjoyed it, but it's a different category than where I put my other, like, the hardcore videos are very much, like, they're for the fans, but then they're also very much, like, they're built to attract new viewers and grow the channel, so. Okay, I like that. That'll work. Get in there. I think that stone line needs to come forward, so that feels a lot more like the valley in the back vibe. It was a nice surprise when it popped up. I appreciate it. Francisca, thank you so much for the 8 months. Happy to catch the stream after work. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Welcome on in. All right, I need to go get one more rockets, and 2, we need to go get some more torches. I have a bunch of torches back at home, so we can go pick up some there real quick. We're making a lot of practice. Blah, blah, blah. We're making a lot of progress, though, which I like. Fun seeing it all coming together. Look at that. It's a mountain. Any plans for Thanksgiving? Yeah, we're jumping around. We already had one Thanksgiving with a family on Saturday. So we're already one Thanksgiving down. One more to go. And like 3 more events this week. It's a busy week. Just got too many people that love us and want us to be there. Oh darn. Mountain name doesn't really have one yet. Alright, this is too spooky. Too spooky music. Yeah, Mountain definitely doesn't have a name yet. That's okay though. The first stream I've watched. Me and my girlfriend love watching the hardcore videos. Hey, Matthew, welcome on in. Glad you both enjoy them. Have you ever planned on starting a new hardcore world? No, I take hardcore worlds until they end. I think it's a lot of discredit in how I structure my channel and my brand and everything. I think my content's always been pretty consistent as the long-term survival series. Sorry, I had to think. And I think it's one of those where if I end a series, I mean, I know I ended building with fWhip, and that's one thing. I'll take that. I'll take that hate. I needed to do that. But for a hardcore series, I don't ever expect them to last super long. Like the fact that we're almost 2 years into this world is crazy. Like that just shows that I've gotten to be a lot better of a player, which is fun. I really like that. It's cool. And being able to, I'm still very interested in this world. So I don't like, there's no plans of being like, all right, once I hit 2 years, I'm going to do something stupid and get myself killed. I don't really do that. Now, I might accidentally do something stupid and get myself killed. That's a high possibility, but it's never on purpose. I really like playing long-term Minecraft worlds. I don't really... Then I think it makes it a lot more special for my channel when I'm doing an early game thing, because it's pretty rare to see me in the early game. And a lot of people are always like, how do you start your worlds? I'm like, well, this is your opportunity to see. These are all the steps I go through. Did you ever have to do organic chemistry? No, I only took one chemistry class and I about failed, and I was like, I'm never doing another one. I think I got a C- in chem. A lot of the sciences outside of biology just did not make sense to my brain. I could never get behind them. I was decent at physics. Like physics I could kind of understand. Outside of that, no, nothing. We've been bouncing around the 1K viewers. Up and down a little bit here and there. I'm sure a lot of the US crew, I know East Coast is just now getting home from work and things, so a lot are like, wait, fWhip's live, what the heck? And then they're like, oh, cool. Oh, I got other stuff to do. Maybe I'll jump in later. How much do you do lives? How often? Ooh, I hate how this looks. I try and stream every Wednesday and Friday. And then if I can do a Monday stream as well, I will. But most likely it's 2 streams a week. Really just depends on where the schedule's at. Okay, that helps break it up a lot. Perfect. I just did not like how gritty that was looking. When did you start your YouTube channel? A little over 8 years ago. I think I started my channel, but I didn't upload any videos to it for probably... I like created this channel and I didn't upload anything to it for almost like 6-8 months, I think, before I finally was like, you know what, I want to upload videos. I had tried the YouTube thing once before. I don't even know if I've ever really mentioned it. Doing like other type of gaming videos and things, just because I knew I wanted to get into the space somehow. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm bored. Let's make gaming videos. And I was never that serious about it. And of all the videos I chose to make, for some reason, I was like, you know what? I could try and get good at League of Legends. And so I was posting videos of me playing League games as a Bronze League hero. They were not good. They all are deleted. You can't even find them if you try. And no, you never want to see me play League. I am awful. I never got better. I never made it out of Bronze League. Who's your best friend on Empires? Well, it depends on the season who was my best friend, if we're going in terms of the characters. Season 1, it was me, Gem, and Sausage. Season 2, I was mostly messing around with Lizzie. If you're asking me to tell you who's my best friend of all my friends, I'm not gonna do it. I don't need y'all going back to Jimmy and all of them and being like, fWhip said blah 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 is your best friend, their best friend, not you. And I was like, no. I'm not taking that bait. Okay, so we need to start arching this up. Secret Life is invite only, and I have not received an invite, so. Would need to get one of those first in order to decide if I want to do the series. Okay, this rock, I kind of want it to come, it's going to definitely drop down a little bit further, but we'll... Say hi. Say hello. Hello. Hi. There you go. You got it. I said it, but no. Does your wife play Minecraft? No, she never has. Like, not even like sitting down at my computer and be like, oh, this is how you move around in the world? No. I don't think she's ever played. Not to my knowledge. Unless she's secretly over there becoming a Minecraft professional. We're just gonna turn this into like a cool rock feature up here. I don't want to extend the dirt out. I kind of like the idea of it just being rock. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. We can bring that around. Sure, why not? You forgot to like the stream? No, how could you? Long accepted that we're never gonna get a wife stream. Yeah, maybe one day. She has a Minecraft skin. There was like full intent to do it. I got Zombini to make a Minecraft skin for her and everything. So like, it's fairly ready to go. Not with I just gotta be careful what I say if Liz is in here, you know, I'm gonna get in trouble. Just need to find a game that, yeah, she's been playing Fae Farm a little bit here and there. She seems to still be enjoying it, but I'm on the lookout right now to find some new co-op games for, I know, January. I don't know if y'all get it too, but in that like post-holiday time when it just everything starts to quiet down a little bit more, like that post-holiday time, I'm always very much just like, I just want a cozy couch game to just curl up and just sit on the couch and do something. And so I think I'm gonna try and find a new one for the two of us to play. I haven't been able to find anything good though. I will say, I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but the game selection on the Nintendo Switch, trash. Absolute trash. And I'm talking in terms of games that you can play multiplayer on the same Switch. I'm not buying a second Switch so that we can play Animal Crossing together or anything like that. That's stupid. The movement that most like gaming things have turned into of you need your own console to play the game and then your co-op is two consoles playing together, I just think it's so dumb. But yeah, so we have a Switch right now and it's one, it doesn't run great anymore. Ours is fairly new too. It's maybe a year old, but like the hardware on the Switch is so out of date. It's so bad. And then on top of that, their game selection, if you don't love Mario or the Mario universe or Kirby or whatever, like there's nothing on there. Which, you know, fair. Like, get the game console to play the games by Nintendo developers. Like, sure. I get that. That's a very valid thing. But when the Switch is really like sold at like marketed as like the ultimate couch co-op, like family gaming console, like that's kind of the way that I see it, is what they're trying to market it as, instead of like an Xbox is kind of seen as like a family gaming console, I guess, but it's more of like a, I don't know. Xbox seems more mature gaming. Same with PlayStation out there too. Whereas like the Switch is very much like the kid-friendly family gaming side, or more cozy gaming, I guess you could say. And there's just not many options on the platform, man. There's just nothing. Xenoblade? I haven't even looked at that. Also, I think I'm just not a big, like, I like Mario Kart. I like Mario Party, but I don't enjoy any of the Mario games themselves. I just find them all to be pretty basic. And I don't know. I don't really play too many of the games that are like beat all these levels and just figure out the tricks to the level to get through the course or whatever it is. Pokemon only on Switch? Yeah, I mean, Pokemon's fun, but I feel like Pokemon, I'm in for like 3 weeks and then I am far out. Like, I am cool. I'll pick it up again in a year. Like, it's fun. I had a great time, but like, that was my Pokemon experience for the next 6-8 months. How do you come up with build ideas? I have a really loose story that I'm trying to tell in this world. And so to tell that story, I need to kind of build the set around it. And I don't like to write words down for what that story is. So the way that I can tell a story in turn is by having buildings. And the story isn't complex. It's really, really simple. I'm just trying to create a world that people live inside. That is the extent of the story I'm trying to tell. But the goal is to be something where everybody that like looks at the world, sees what's going on with the builds and all that, kind of see the life around it, the way that you can kind of infer how everybody who's inside here really lives and works together or doesn't work together, or whatever it might be. And so that's kind of how I keep getting build ideas. I keep expanding off of the build that I'm at now, and I'm like, okay, what else do I need to have like a healthy city? Do we have enough like grocery stores? Do we have enough blacksmiths to be able to make trade goods? Do we have a marketplace where people can sell their goods? And so that helps me a lot of doing that. And then one thing I think also helps a lot is a really simple way, if you're looking for an easy way to come up with build ideas for Minecraft, is look at the Minecraft villager professions. If you're like me and you like building villages and towns and stuff, build a house for every single villager profession, and that's like a full-fledged town right there. Sometimes you can add in a few extra things that Minecraft doesn't really tackle with their villagers, or you can make villagers look like they're doing a different task, but they're just wearing the outfit of a leather worker, but maybe they're like a sail maker or a cobbler making shoes, or wow, whatever you want to do. So that's kind of how I start the process of coming up with build ideas and doing things, and just trying to see where I want to take the story. Like I decided for episode 51, will be the next one that comes out. And that was very much like I need to update things in the world that I haven't updated for a while, and make things a little bit more efficient. So it's not really like telling the story build, but the build is very much I need to be able to get resources more quickly, and I need to be able to do things more quickly in this world. So sometimes I gotta do this full functional episodes just to get stuff done. That looks good. I like that. I think we might take that and bring in little 2 extra blocks right there. Sometimes I accidentally create all these little hooks. I'm not a big fan of them, so I'd like to come back and fill them. Fishing. Thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. Any tips for small creators? Do what you love. I mean, if you're a small creator and you're not just enjoying the process of making and uploading a video, you're doing the wrong thing. 100%. If you are a small YouTube creator, Twitch streamer, whatever, and you aren't fully invested in enjoying what you're doing, like if you're doing it because you want to be a big creator and you're like, I could play video games for my life, that you've already failed. Like you're not, the people who do that and make it happen are not going to make it happen. Like it's very rare. So the advice that I can give for people who are trying to get into the YouTube world is just, if you don't fully love it, don't do it. Like it is one of the most draining things, especially when things aren't going super well. And there will be periods where things are not going super well and everything feels like it's crashing down. And if you don't absolutely love what you're doing, you're gonna really hate it. Not to plug Gem on Imp and Skiz podcast. Oh, did they? Yeah. I watched the Imp and Skiz podcast a few times. They seem like good dudes. I haven't really talked to Skiz that much, and I would love to have the opportunity to. Skiz is one of those people that's like, you know how you have your friend group, and then your friend group has like an extra friend group, or your friend group is kind of part of another friend group, and there's a little overlap here and there, but then there's like some people in that other friend group that you know, but then there's some that like you know their face, you know their name, but you've never talked to them. That's Skiz, where I'm like, I see him as a cool person. He seems like he's just giant ball of love and kindness. He just seems so happy to be doing what he's doing and just in it for the laughs and in it for the fun. And I love that. That's so cool. But I don't think I've ever spoken to him. And if I have, I can't remember when it was. But I've been friends. I also haven't chatted with Impulse too much. I've definitely chatted with Impulse a few times, but like not a whole lot. But he and Skiz both seem like really good people. Yeah, it's definitely that like friend group adjacent. That's a good way of putting it. Would a jump boost beacon help with building the mountain? It probably would. But I'm one of those people, to a fault, prefers Minecraft gameplay without beacons. The only beacon buffs I really use are haste 2, resistance, and regen. And it's just because I like the speed that I'm moving around in my Minecraft world. I have all my timings down when I'm moving sideways for placing blocks to create an efficient line and not extra placing most of the time. I still do it sometimes, but just like this simplicity of the base game, I know it well. Like even when, what was it? The thing, Swift Sneak got added. I still use Swift Sneak 2. You will not see me using Swift Sneak 3. I don't like it. I find Swift Sneak 3 to feel like I'm walking around on ice. And just so rubber bandy all over the place. I'm just going too fast. And I want Sneak to slow me down. So I'm a big proponent of Swift Sneak 2. 3, not good. 2, amazing. I haven't had enough of them over the last 2 days.
Pleased to meet you.
Let's go here. Mel, thank you so much for the donut. I really do appreciate it. And Rogueland, thank you so much for the 13 months. Time to switch to tier 2. Ooh, you about to jump on that server? Like I'm ready for the level up. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the 13 months. We got another full tree in chat. Well, you've had it for a month, but it's a full tree. What'd you miss when you were gone? We placed some blocks. Just a few, though. You didn't miss too many. Just a few blocks that were placed down today. I use soul speed on my boots because I don't think I'm on soul sand that often. And I've gotten used to. I've gotten used to the zippiness of soul speed. Mel Callaghan, thank you so much again for the dono. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In one episode, fWhip built the automatic wheat farm. I can't remember. I don't think it was even... Maybe the mud brick castle? Was it the mud brick castle? I don't know. Y'all probably know better than I do. I made the dang video. I feel like mud brick castle, because that was the last time I needed just so much packed mud. Or that was the first time. And I think that's when I was like, you know what? I could build an auto wheat farm to make all this packed mud. Get a new tree soon. Is it gonna be just in time for the holidays? Be just after, right? Because we swapped in January. There's probably gonna be a lot of 2-year trees in January. That'd be people who have been members since the official swap from Twitch to YouTube for the streaming. There's like 40, maybe 50 people that were members before I swapped over here, so they're pretty rare. Pretty rare to see somebody who's got more than 24 or 22 months right now, I guess. Almost 23 would be. Vic, thanks so much for becoming a supporter. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. January? Yeah. I'm gonna try and think of something fun that we can do. I'm very much planning for a chill January this year. Like, I'm not gonna be doing anything absurd. But I do think it would be fun to do something to celebrate 2 years here on YouTube for streaming. Dread Perry, speaking of which, thank you for the 19 months, my friend. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Didn't know you were streaming. Hi, Bruce, dude. Lizosaurus, thank you so much for the dono and congratulations. I'll let the bot read that out. That's exciting. I kind of do like this being a little bit. That's huge. That's big to celebrate. What 3 countries from Europe would you like to visit? I really want to go to Croatia. I've always really wanted to go to Croatia. I want to make it out to the UK to go visit all the friends from the YouTube crew. And I've never been. And I really want to spend some more time in the Netherlands. On our honeymoon, our layover in the Netherlands got extended to be an entire day, which was originally supposed to be like 3 hours. So we took it as time to just go explore Amsterdam, and I loved the city. It was such a cool city to walk around in. So I would really love to spend some more time there.
Left of my masters. Thanks for getting me through the past 3 years.
Liz, thank you so much again for the donut. I really appreciate that, and congratulations. That is such exciting news. Belgium would be cool. Belgium would also be cool. I feel like that could be one that we could kind of tie in as we're kind of jumping around that part. Also, I know it's absurdly expensive, but I would love to make it up to like Iceland and Norway one day. That'd be cool. But I just know the trips up there, oh, they're expensive. Bambi, thank you so much for coming to supporter. I really do appreciate it. Will you ever build a fleet of airships? I want to make some airship docks somewhere. I need to figure out where we're going to do that in the city. I think it's going to be on the far side of the city from where we are now. Belgium and the Netherlands are pretty easy to string together. Yeah. I think next time we're going to try and jump around and visit a few different locations. Because the first time we honeymoon, we were very much like, we just want to go chill. And we just went and chilled in Italy for the 2 weeks, and it was amazing. But I think next time we want to do a little bit more travel bug and explore a little bit more. We are kind of roughly planning to do something next year. Haven't purchased flights or tickets or anything like that yet, but maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Well, that's a lot of progress over there. Let's make a rock. Just like a little babby rock. This way we can kind of just bring the terrain up a touch. I might have to change the song. It's putting me to sleep. It's a good song, but oh my gosh, it's putting me to sleep right now. You miss Gobland? I do. I miss the wacky build element to it. And I want to kind of start doing a little bit more of those fun builds again here soon, where they're just wacky for the sake of it. I think that might be something I prioritize a little bit more heavily in the new year, as I'm very much not in like lazy recording mode, but very time conscious recording mode is what I kind of keep telling myself. I'm trying to pick build projects that I know I can complete in under a week if I'm like really pushing on them and really getting a lot done. Because if I can do that, that means I can take more time off for the holidays. So 51's already done, which is the video that's supposed to come out next Thursday. Not this Thursday. Like, I'm not releasing one on Thanksgiving this week. So the Thursday after. And then the video I'm working on right now would be the Thursday after that, which is like really, really nice to be able to be like, oh no, like I'm getting a lot. Like I'm gonna be ahead by a good amount of videos. A mini ode to Gobland. Yeah, I've kind of thought about doing something like that, and then I'm also like, I have this weird thing where I don't like to drop too many teasers in videos, or too many nodes to other series, I guess you could say, because I don't want people to feel like they have to be obligated to watch everything, and I don't want people to feel like they're missing out if they haven't watched the other things, you know. So I have this weird like worry that if I drop a thing in about Gobland and all that, and like give them a location here, not only is it not new content, but it also like actively takes away from people who only watch the hardcore series and they're not like big fans of the Empire series, because I definitely have some fans that are like that. So yeah, I don't know why I do it, I don't know where it's coming from, but I definitely have like a weird, not a like, ooh, I just try and not, I try and keep this series very much contained in themselves. Maybe we could do like a goblin blimp or something. I could bring over the one that was looking over the we just have, yeah, that could be something I could do. Then I don't need a goblin cave, but I could just have a random goblin blimp that would be like sitting in an airship field, like it's parked there. Something like that. That could be a good way to fill it in. Does your iron farm still work, by the way? Yeah, it does. Not too many references to other series and worlds. Guys who named a city after his first big city build ever that I'd never heard of before. Yeah, here we go. Is that me? Did I name it after that? I don't think I named this city. The city in here doesn't have a name quite yet. Okay, we're running a little low on dirt again. Oh, new papyrus. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. But that very much turned into a project of me being like, I want to test my building abilities, so I think it fits a little bit different instead of just a, here's an ode to empires. And people are like, what the heck's an empires? I'm like, an empires. You know. They're like, no. I was thinking this was a little too far back, so we can actually kind of bump it out here. Is Empire's over for good? I mean, season 2, yes. Not even like with any there, I have no information to share if season 3 will ever be a thing, but I would say don't close the book fully. I don't think it's going to be something that will happen in 2024, but it might happen again in the future at some point. Not early 2024, at least. Maybe late. Who knows? That's the floor. That's not something to take crumbs off of and be like, they're giving it to us. No, that's just a guess that I have. Some of the crew finished their new life arcs. I will confirm right now, 100%. Sorry to squash any bubbles of people who are speaking on the Tumblrs being like, it's coming. There is no Empires season 3 coming after New Life. I'll squash that right now before there's any letdown. I'll be the one to be the bearer of bad news, even though some people are wrapping up New Life and that's finishing. There is no current Empires 3 in the works. What do you mean, what? What do you mean, what? What's that what for? I'm trying to be honest. Trying to set expectations. Y'all are like, how do you mean? Nah. How often do you go live? 2 times a week, sometimes 3. Rarely 3. Forever and ever and ever. I do have an idea for an SMP series. I don't know if there's buy-in for it yet, though. I will say that. We will see. But I think the earliest, just like logically thinking how YouTube do, the earliest we would do an SMP series at this point, the earliest time a new one would start as a video content SMP series is going to be February. Like mid-February, probably. Which I know seems like a long way away, but it's really not. It's only 2 months. Okay, this is kind of getting there. I like it. I think we need a rock right in here, though. Not a pork chop, actually just a rock. Weird how Feb feels so far, but so close. Dude, November flew by. I don't know about y'all, but I think somebody turned up the time clock. This rate at which time passes, I think for November got put into 1.5 times speed. Somebody needs to slow down their YouTube player. Because, wow, where the heck did the time go? Dude, I'm going through so much dirt now. We definitely need some more. That. This can keep coming back up over here. Yeah, it should still be like September right now. You're right. Yeah. You shoot an arrow at me. You shoot an arrow back at you and your friend. You want some of that? Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to fall in the hole. I really think this new keyboard will be the reason I die. The keys are so sensitive compared to my last keyboard. So I'll just be like resting my hand and suddenly I'll be going to the left or the right. More so the left, I found. Definitely a index finger rest on the A key type of keyboard user. Plant some grass right here. And a little bit right here. This is how you died. How much would you grieve? I mean, if this is how I die, building a mountain, that means it's happened twice. And at that point, I gotta get good. That's all I would get out of that is I need to learn how to play this game. Because that will be 2 deaths to mountain building, and we can't have that. We're making a bean. A biggish bean. Don't jinx yourself. Yeah, we're fine. I'm professional. We'll do that, and then this can come back over to here. What's your hardest Minecraft build over the years? Complexity wise, definitely would be the mountain from building with fWhip. Just because the scale of that thing was absurd. So that was that, and then the Nordic village that we built up there was an entire custom biome, completely elevated above everything else in the world. Like all of the over what I placed, like 300,000 dirt and 300,000 stone to make that mountain range. And it wasn't even close to being done by the time I kind of tossed in the towel on it. So that definitely, like, complexity wise, 100% that is like the most difficult build I've ever attempted, and I'd love to do something like that again one day, but not anytime soon. That's not happening. Okay, that's the last of the dirt we had there. That's not a bed, that's a bed. Love Polaris, thanks so much for stopping by. You have a good one, all right? Appreciate it. Any of your other of your Minecraft friends stream? A lot of them, yeah. All of my Minecraft friends are my YouTube friends. I don't really know anybody that plays Minecraft at this point. I know a few people, but that like play Minecraft and then also like that don't also record at this point. For me, that list is pretty small. I also try and keep a lot of my gaming time that is not work time. I don't really play Minecraft casually anymore, because I spend all day every day playing Minecraft, so I just try to not, you know. I think it's rare, but there is such a thing as too much Minecraft. It's hard to reach that limit sometimes, but I do find it can be met when you play Minecraft all day, every day, to begin with, and then you're like, you know what I don't want to do right now? Log into my own Minecraft world that I don't do any content for. Nah. Oh, excuse me. That's not a thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm already playing probably like 50 hours of Minecraft a week right now for making videos and everything. So And when you've been doing that, like me, I've been probably since I went full time. Especially during COVID. During COVID, I was at the start of COVID because I had nothing better to do. Like when we were in full on like lockdown, like don't leave the house time, like the early days, I was playing Minecraft for like 60, 70 hours a week. Like I had nothing else to do. It was like 5-10 hours a day because I very much was at the point where I know a lot of people are really struggling right now, and if I can make a funny video or just a fun video that people are going to enjoy, not only is it giving me joy to be producing the content, but it's also helping other people. Like I'm gonna take the time to make that content right now. So during that time, I definitely put so many hours in per week. And now I'm a little bit like, yeah, I'm kind of in like a little bit of a slowdown point. I'm still loving the game, but I'm like trying to not just live in Minecraft, you know? Trying to do that experience other games thing right now. We'll see how long it lasts. I think January is going to be a good time for that. The problem is, I have one game coming out, next week, 10 days, that I'm excited for. But outside of that, like, I don't really have any big games I'm looking forward to. I wanted Starfield to be so good. Oh my gosh, y'all. I beat the game. I did go back and beat it. And then I started New Game Plus, and I instantly was just like, I can't do it. I got like through like the first few missions on New Game Plus and was just started flying around, got a full set of gear, got a cool ship, and then I was like, no, I'm not back into it yet. It's too soon. My body is not ready for this right now. Couldn't tell if you're inside or outside the mountain. That's the secret. It's always both. I really appreciate that you're transparent about the fact that this is a job for you. A lot of creators play into the parasocial relationship that makes people rely on their content for comfort. I mean, I think it's one thing to acknowledge both. Like, there's a lot of creators that I really enjoy the content that they produce because I really like it. It's like a safe space for me if I can just kind of take a mental break for a little while and just breathe for a bit and just watch a video and really enjoy what's going on. Like B-Dubs is definitely one of those creators for me where like if B-Dubs posts a video, I think outside of the life series videos, like if he posts a video outside of that, like I will likely be watching it, and I just really enjoy it because he was one of the guys that when I was first getting into YouTube that I was like, I would love to create a channel like that, like long, just building focus, like his obviously building with fWhip, the building with B-Dubs series, like that was something that for me was just nobody else was really doing that at the style that he was, and that was like the building I wanted to do in survival. And seeing somebody else do it was just a really cool thing. And then I'm also being just a good goofy person on top of it, like not being like, and you place this block here and this and this, and just like him just sharing his love for building in Minecraft, not just like, I don't know. There's a lot of people that I think were overdoing the trying to be super professional and making tutorials on everything, and I don't want to do that. So I just appreciated how he took a different pace on it and kind of shared his journey along the way. I thought that was cool. Redstone with B-Dubs. Redstone with B-Dubs is pretty good. It's pretty good content. The fact that they almost always work too. I just want to know. I just want to know how much he's bugging Etho behind the scenes of saying, Etho, can you help me build this so I can record a stupid clip of it? Because I know if that was me, there's been times in the past where I've reached out to like Pixelriffs or Logical Geek Boy or somebody being like, hey, I need to figure out this redstone thing and I cannot do it. Can you help me? I'm trying to figure out how to do it for a video, and I can't even figure out how to get working, let alone explain what I'm doing. And like I feel like B-Dubs is behind the scenes just chatting with somebody to get the idea on how it works. Any ideas for texturing dark oak logs? I mean, you have dark oak planks. It really depends on what you're trying to do with it. Like if you're trying to lighten it up, you can do dark oak into stripped spruce logs. It really depends on the vibe you're trying to go for. Dark oak is really versatile. You can go like any direction with it. You should do a Minas Tirith / Gondor base from Lord of the Rings. I feel like it's one of those that like is cool, but been done so many times. I'm just like, I don't know how I would do it different. And I also really don't like recreating things that other people have made or from worlds. Like taking inspiration from them is one thing, but I find if I recreate stuff, it's happened a few times. And I love commenters, don't get me wrong, y'all are fantastic. Some of you have the best ideas, but some of you also cause me so much mental pain. Sometimes my brain, with some lovely commenters, some of them mean well, others are just mean. And I find the second that I'm like, yeah, we're gonna build this, the second I feel like I'd release a video and be like, we're building Gondor from Lord of the Rings, is the second that those little mean commenters are just gonna thrive. They're just gonna be so excited to give me the, actually, this is how it was supposed to look over there. You did it all wrong. You suck. And I just don't want to deal with that. It's a very active decision that I make of I will never recreate a real build. Everything is always based on something. Even if I'm building like the desert village is like Egyptian inspired. I actually found a beautiful thread recently where somebody went through and was like talking about African architecture. It was in terms of how that can be adapted into more stereotypical modern buildings like skyscrapers and things, and like how some communities are starting to embrace that, and like African cities are coming up with like this beautiful architecture behind them. And I was like, it was really cool to read. It was a really, really cool read just for the architectural like beauty behind all of it. And so I saved the whole thread. I was like, next time we go back to Papyrus, like I'm just gonna reread through this and look at all the pretty pictures of buildings and get some inspiration. But yeah, everything I do is, that's also why I very much say medieval fantasy. I don't say we're building a medieval town. It's always medieval fantasy, because that gives me the ability to say, nope, for artistic reasons, I'm doing this because I want to. And it doesn't have to not be like that, because as the artist, I've said that this is how it is. Afternoon Live, what is this? I know, the rare Monday stream. They exist. The fabled Monday stream can exist. It's amazing. I just wanted to work on the mountain today, and I was like, we're streaming, then if people want the block by block tutorial on how to build a mountain, and then I stopped streaming on how to build the mountain, I failed the people asking for the tutorial on how to build this. If I can't just say, go watch all of these streams, I placed every single block in here, I'd have nothing. What would I do? We're just gonna leave that, that's fine. Are you double dirting? No, and I have already explained the logic as to why I don't double dirt here. Always got squeaky brakes on the car outside. Double dirting is great when you're doing something like the building with fWhip mountain range, because that at minimum was like 80 blocks off of the ground, I believe, at minimum. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay. Ooh, we are down to the last.
Hey, for real.
But that being said, when you have 80 blocks of darkness below you and the terrain is so expansive that everything is just covered in absolute darkness, and then you break a block, and light has 15 levels, so that beam of light going all the way down, if I were to say break, let's see if this, that block, every single column right here going all the way down to that dirt block where I am at 114 and that's at like 93, So that's like what, 25 something blocks, 25, 30, something in there. Can't math. I think I'm in the right range. But all of those are updated at once, all of them, which can cause a lot of lag when you think of that in terms of 100. And then also the way light works is that the sunlight goes down and every single block, including airspace, going 15 blocks out, then updates from there. So the double dirting came from a need of I had a really not so excellent computer, and if I accidentally broke this block and that showed all down there, my game would freeze because there were so many lighting updates going out. So in order to more easily play the game and be more lag friendly for what I was doing, I had to start double dirting so that I could break the one on top and it wouldn't cause my game to crash. So that's where double dirt came from. It also makes it a little easier if you're trying to do some texturing and whatnot with like gravel, because then you don't have to fly under and place a block and then be able to place it. But yeah. Yeah, when the hermits covered Doc's perimeter. Oh gosh, yeah, when the perimeter was probably uncovered. I know Doc just like ran a flying machine over the top really quickly and did it. But like when that was first starting to go, those first updates probably caused so much lag. Like I would not be surprised if that crashed things. You gotta be like, lighting updates, they're a lot better now. They are so much better. Mojang has done an excellent job of updating their lighting engine, but they're not perfect yet. And they're getting there. They're getting a lot better. I really appreciate that Mojang is taking the time to update old engines to make them more efficient. It's one of those things where like I'm very much pro, like the Bees and Bugs update, one of my favorite updates they've ever done because of how much more efficient it made the game. Like the bug fixes that came out in Bees and Bugs were, oh wow, we have like no stone, were so massive. They made my game run so much better. English only in the chat, please. I do not speak Spanish, so English only in the chat. I can kind of read Spanish sometimes, but not enough to be able to healthily moderate it. Darkness and death, massive mob spawner without light if the fall doesn't kill you. Yeah, exactly. That's why we're trying to torch this up on the inside first. You show the whole mountain how it looks so far? Yeah, we can do that in a sec. Do that. Does it look stupid? It does a little bit. Let's bring this down here. Sure. That works. We've closed off this entire valley, and this was a rough one. That's looking good though. I like that a lot. American mailing, thank you for translating. I was like, I can't remember enough Spanish to be able to successfully convey that message. I was like, hopefully they speak English. Let me fill this in up here, and then we'll go get a little look-see. I will say it's one of those things where, like, I took Spanish for 3 years in high school. I was so bad at it back then, y'all. Oh my gosh. The fact that I even passed Spanish 3, I think the teacher just felt bad for me. But I definitely, like, remember more than I thought I would. And I'm pretty happy about that. Not, like, a lot. Like, I don't remember. I can't speak anything, but I can read a decent amount of it. Okay. The only section that needs to be closed is this. Yeah, sorry, Ethan. Yeah, we'll go back. Let me just tear it down real quick and we can restart. Don't you worry. I got you. I got you. I missed the child. I've been trying to like think through content and be like, what can I do from some of these things to make like a fun short every once in a while? I keep in like some of these mob fights and things. I feel some of them can make good little bits, especially the baby zombie. I feel it just from the Philza comments. Ah, stop. It's always the dude in full leather. He's an assassin. He's like, I am Robin Hood. The skeleton. Show your builds in shorts and people will come. See, the thing is though, is shorts viewers are there for shorts. And I don't want to make shorts. the big battle let me fill this. Let's fill this in here. This needs to be filled in. The big battle I have is trying to transfer shorts viewers to long form content. And that's a lot more difficult than I thought it would be. Like getting people to go from a short to watching the long-term video, not that simple. So that can be a pain in the butt sometimes. And then on top of that, like a lot of people, like I think Jimmy's kind of struggling with it right now. My tinfoil YouTube hat, which I got a few tinfoil YouTube takes, tinfoil hat YouTube takes, I should say. But if you have a channel that has a lot of subscribers on it that are only there for shorts and they don't watch your long form content because they're just shorts viewers, it will actively hurt your channel. Like that's my tinfoil hat of, I would rather have less subscribers, but each subscriber being really invested in the video I make than having a ton of subscribers that never watch my content. I think it's I think YouTube really looks at the percentage of your audience that's engaging in your videos and then determines how much they're going to push your video to like new audiences based off of that, because it goes to your sub feed first before it gets pushed further publicly. So my tinfoil hat is saying that we're actually going to do a little like I want to fill in a small lake here, by the way. Or pond, I guess. Quality over quantity. Yeah, in terms of like subscribers. I'm not saying like, oh, if you're not like a loyal viewer watching everything, I'm not saying like, oh, you should unsubscribe. But like, I think in a perfect world, if every single subscriber you had watched every single video you posted, I think YouTube would then be like, wow, this person's audience loves this. We're gonna push it out to new audiences. Did shorts, I do TikTok, but still. Yeah, it's also one where the money you get off of short form content versus the effort is not worth it. I was chatting with my YouTube partner manager a little while ago, and I was like, okay, so like sell me on shorts. Why? He was like, have you considered shorts? And I was like, no, but like sell me on them. Like, why do you think I should be posting shorts? Like, what am I missing on? Because like I don't see the point in them. And he was like, let me show you an example here. And he pulled up this channel. And he was like, this channel only posts shorts content, and they make about as much money as you do. And you can see that they're only making shorts. So like, there's good money coming from shorts. I was like, this person is posting like 8 or 9 shorts a day. Like that has to be a whole team of people writing and making that content consistently. Like that does not sound fun. Like that is all they were doing was making short form content. And that my partner manager was like, yeah. If you see, like, he's super successful on it. And I was like, all right, let me look at how many views per month he's getting. Like, what can I see with and I was like, this dude's getting close to 60 million, 70 million views a month. Like, more than 10 times what I'm doing. And, like, I was like, no. So you're saying to, like, make it on YouTube Shorts to, like, I'd have to be getting like 60, 70 million views a month? No, I'm not bothering with that. Like, that sounds so awful. Especially when some shorts just, like, do not do well and you can't get any information as to why it didn't do well. Okay, it got really quiet. This song broke. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and all of his content was like, my gamer girlfriend plays Mario Party with me and this happens. Just like super clickbaity stuff. And of course, his girlfriend or whoever the girl was that was recording the videos with him there was always like the forefront of the thumbnail, and you can kind of assume the rest from there. And I was like, I don't like, that is not any form of content you will ever see me making. like I get that there's an audience for it, and I get that people will watch it. There's a lot of people who watch that type of content, but that is not the type of content that I want to be making. And if that's what you got to do to make it as a full-time creator on only shorts, no, not for me. Like, I get shorts are good, but they're only good if you can do them in a way that transfers the audience to your long-form content or whatever your main income source is. And that's difficult to do. It's not the easiest task to do. Sounds like a suspiciously commission-based pitch to push shorts. Oh, I know they're trying to push shorts, like 100%. Like, YouTube's very open about the fact that they think they're trying to beat TikTok. YouTube owned video content for years. Like, if you wanted to watch video content anywhere, you went to YouTube. And now TikTok's here. And YouTube's like, where'd all of our viewers go? They went to this other app that's doing something we're not. Let's do that thing and get the people back. And that is why shorts exist. It wasn't like YouTube was suddenly like, oh my gosh, look at this great idea we had of short form vertical content. Yeah, let's do that. No, they were like, wow, TikTok's a big success. Let's do it. Maybe we can make some money off this too. I used to get sucked into shorts more often, but I've gotten better at resisting and only watching one. Yeah, that's it. YouTube, like, short form content in general is there for addictive behavior. Like, that's why it's successful. It's so simple to get that next dopamine hit of just swiping to the next video and having something funny. And then, oh, you're bored of that one? Just swipe up and you have a new video. You don't have to do any effort. The algorithm's doing everything for you to recommend a video. You literally, all you have to do is swipe up. And that's it. And now I think even on TikTok, right? I don't use it, but because I know for me that if I were to download TikTok, I would waste my entire day. I would do nothing. I'm really bad at those forms of things. Like, if I get like a mobile game that has like a little like element to it where you can just kind of keep replaying it and you get a little few extra coins or whatever, I will to a fault just like sit there and keep playing the stupid game. And so, like, that's why I've never downloaded TikTok. But I think there's now an autoplay. Like, when a video ends, it just goes to the next one. So you don't even need to go through the act of swiping up. Like, it'll just send you to the next one. I do like the duet, stitch, and collab aspect of TikTok, though. Yeah, it's a good way of, like, seeing where they can do it. Yeah, I'm still so confused on how they licensed all that music. I would use shorts more if it wasn't random garbage, like the meme channels. Oh yeah, no, the gaming shorts algorithm, especially for Minecraft, is terrible. I can't remember who I saw post the picture on Twitter recently. I think it was Jaracraft, but he posted a picture of a short of some kid saying, "This is how I lost my 16-year-old hardcore Minecraft world." Hate to break it to you, Minecraft hasn't been out for 16 years. And the video had so many views. It had so many views. The amount of people that were like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Are you gonna restart? How did you lose it? That's crazy. 16 years. That's longer than I've been alive." Longer than Minecraft's been alive too, but apparently they were playing. Their hardcore world, if they had truly had that, would have been more than 2 times the record of any other hardcore world, if you just factor into how long hardcore Minecraft has existed for. Because it was not a game mode to begin with. Yeah, I'm sure it was a really young audience that was like, "Oh, you lost it? That's so sad." And then they probably don't even think, like, they're just, I mean, when you're younger and you're like, yeah, Minecraft's just been around my entire life, so obviously it's a pretty old game. And then all of us over here being like, it's not that old. It's fine. It's still a new game, right? He got the early access. Yeah, he must have been personal best friends with Notch. Oh, right. We said we were going to go back and look back at the mountain. Sorry, I just got kind of carried away with this section. Let me bring this dirt up here a little bit more. This is like the last dirt I have, so maybe we just finish this off, then we can go look at it. I need to get back into gathering mode. Actually, we have some left in this storage room. We could just grab more from there. I don't need to gather more. It should be okay. I feel like someday there will be like some crazy verification thing that'll be way over the top and will cause way more harm than good, but for videos to make sure that they're actual like real content. But it'll be interesting to see if something like that were to ever happen, like community notes but for videos. Could you imagine? What are at least like of all of the bad that's on there, and the features that they've released recently being not great, the community notes feature, pretty nice. Pretty nice when people can be like, actually, no, this is completely false, and here's why, and here's evidence. Like, that's pretty fun. I mean, right now it's at least just not being tampered with, so right now it's kind of fun. We'll see how long that lasts. I don't have any info right now on Empire Season 3, sorry. There's no plans to share. Not that they don't even exist yet to share if we wanted to. I gotta cut this off so it doesn't go into the horse stable because I don't want to re-terraform that. Okay. Yeah, this worked. horses will be evicted? Nah, they lived here first. They actually lived on the mountain first, then we evicted them down here. You think I'm gonna evict them back up to the mountain? Nah, come on now. That's called work. We don't do that here. Don't be silly. Where can I put this grass block to get some good grassy growth? Late foot stream, what a treat. Yeah, we're going. We'll see how it goes. It is almost dark outside, though. I will say that. I probably only have another like 30-40 minutes of light outside because yay, Seattle. Is the server private? This server? This is not a server. This is a single player world. This is ability to pause in hardcore. Very important. All right, stream no die, please. How's the stream? Does it look fine? Seems fine. I did get more WAM. I downloaded more WAM for my computer, so we got more WAM now, so it should be pretty good. Yeah. So I got 12 gigs allocated to my Minecraft now. I only had 8 before. We just need to wait for that to go down, and we'll sleep. See it coming back up. The amount of RAM that you dedicate to a Minecraft server depends on the hardware you're getting off the server, so it's never something like, oh, just dedicate 8 gigs and you can run a modded server. No, if you're going with like an older Minecraft server host, which is some issues that we ran into, which is why I use a private host now, because it's a lot better server technology and hardware. But if you run like an older servers, so like some of the groups that I was like originally partnered with, they just didn't really update. Like when they were new, when they had just started, they were great. They were fantastic server hosts, which is why I love partnering with them. But then as time went on, they just didn't update their hardware. So the hardware just slowly got slower and slower, and as Minecraft updates and adds new features and the hardware wears on itself and doesn't really get any new stuff in there, servers were running a lot slower than they should have been. So yeah, it really just depends on the hardware that you're getting out of the whole bundle that you're tackling. But here's a full-on 360 around. I know I'm in cheaty cam mode, but it's worth. Look at that. Wow. Have you ever experienced someone sending you build ideas in your business email? Does it bother you or not? I know. Honestly, I love my favorite emails to receive are the ones from fans, either being like, hey, I wish you would add this, or hey, have you thought about this? Or people, I had somebody reach out to me last week, which is so adorable. I don't really respond all the time because it can kind of get a little weird. I just know so many content creators have been canceled for things that they did not mean or anything like that, where people are just trying to really read in between the lines on a message that they send back. So I kind of go on the priority or on the side of I'm just not going to send a message back. I love reading the emails that a lot of people send over. I read every single one of them. And whether that's kind of boohoo of me or not, but like I know a few people, like I know Scott was dealing with it a while back where somebody was trying to cancel him for something that they totally read in between the lines of, and we're trying to make up all these really sad things to be trying to claim against somebody that were not true at all. And I'm just like, all he said, he sent one message back, and even at that, it was a very simple message. And then the person tried reading into it a bunch and trying to make up this story to get Scott canceled. I don't know why. Scott's a great person. I don't know why anybody would want to do that to him. But anyways, so I don't really respond too much to fan emails or things like that. If I do respond, it's always in a very public forum. Yeah, the Scott thing was pretty ridiculous, which is why I respond in a very public forum. And for anybody who's been a mega fan or one of those tiers that has like the chat room with me. I used to have those in like a DM chat room that was just me and the person. I was like, this is not good. I need more people in here. So I ended up integrating those into the Discord. So now what you get is I just build a custom channel for you and me, and then also in there are all of my moderators have visibility into it also. They don't talk in there because kind of have that understanding, but I want that person in there, and I want those extra eyeballs in there so that it's not just me and a fan ever, because that's when people are going to start making up weird things and trying to cause issues. So I very much was like, I'm going to make this visible to the moderators so that I can at least have extra people backing me up if something were to happen. Like, we have all the messages and we have the server logging thing, so even if people delete messages, like, we still have them. And it's purely for safety. And so I don't really respond to too many emails. I've had a few parents reach out and send things, and I've responded to them. Just because they're like, hey, it's my kid's birthday, blah, blah, blah. Would you be able to send a note? And so sometimes I do that. But yeah, I kind of have to read the message and gauge the risk reward off of it, which is a stupid thing to have to do, but welcome to the 2023 on the internet. Imagine it would be a very scary experience. Yeah, I absolutely love what I get to do. This is my favorite job I've ever have, and I think it'll be my favorite job I ever will have, and I very much will acknowledge that. I absolutely love what I get to do every day, but people on the internet just make it so hard to want to be a creator nowadays. Like, there's so many weird people on the internet that hate you, and they make it their entire goal to get you in trouble for things that don't exist just because they want to see you fail. And it's really, really a big bummer. Like, I very much stay outside of any drama, and I've had people, like, I've had to shut down rumors of people trying to say that I've, like, harassed or assaulted fans at conventions, and I'm like, I've never been to that convention. Like, I was not even at there. Like, you're saying I did what at a convention in Florida? Like, the only time I've been in Florida was I've been in the airport once. And that is the only time I've ever been there. But people are like, yeah, they're trying to make something up to get me in trouble because they didn't like me, I guess. I don't know. So anyways, long story short, ramble short, I try and be very, one, honest about all those things, and two, that's why if a lot of people are messaging me and sending things, they're just like, why does fWhip never respond? It's purely out of safety for myself. It's one of those things where I never want to have those issues. I never want to have to be writing the fake apology of apologizing for something that I didn't do, because that just is BS. But sometimes creators have to do that if they get wound up in weird situations. It's either you wait for it to blow over, and that depends on if the person who doesn't like you is willing to let it blow over or not, or you have to shut it down in some way. So but yeah, I don't know. Weird stuff happens on the internet now. Be safe out there. Don't share your personal information, even with it's somebody you think is like a really good friend, who you've had like an internet friend for a long time. Always be careful. Don't overshare. That's all I can say. The internet is the best and worst place at the exact same time. How it did that, I don't know, but it did. Like, at the same time, you can go to a place and get so much help and so much support for something you're dealing with. And then also at the same time, the next door down in the hallway is going to be people who are hating on you for having that issue. It's a mess. Would you ever bring your texture pack to the Minecraft marketplace? Most likely no, because a lot of what I use to make my texture pack happen, as far as I'm aware, does not work on Bedrock. And I don't want to be one of those marketplace creators that's like, look at this thing, look at this amazing thing, and then half of it doesn't work. Like, I'm not gonna do that, y'all. So I don't know. I never say never, but if the Bedrock texture packs keep working like they do now, a lot of the functionality that I have for it will not even work, so I don't think so. I think Looney put his hardcore world on the marketplace though, so that could be kind of a fun way to do the world downloads, like in the future, because that's already Bedrock friendly. Yeah, as well, I don't know. Last on the little internet security thing. This is one of those things where, like, as much as I know this is my job, and I very much buy it being my job, as a very, like, there's a certain level of risk that is involved with that to begin with. As much as I just want to sit here and play video games.
Stream. Hi from Australia.
Arcane Gaming, thanks so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. And Alex, thank you so much for the dono. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
As a teacher, I've had my share of people making up stuff about me. It can be extremely dangerous to do that someone, beyond career ending. People stupidly believe falsehoods and lash out. So yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
No, I mean, I remember. People used to make stuff up about, I mean, back in like high school, college not so much, but high school very much. I just remember some kids like thinking it would be funny to try and start a rumor about a teacher doing something, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, just don't. Like, why are we doing that? But yeah, no. For any teachers who are out there who are watching right now or anything, like, thank you for doing what you do. Being a teacher right now in the U.S. has to be, or anywhere in the world, really, but the U.S. especially, has to be a very draining experience. So thank you for doing what you do. I don't think I have the mental fortitude to be teaching. Definitely not like middle school to high school age. No way. I remember going through that as a student and just being like, some of these things these kids are making up about other students is just weird. I don't like, I could not wait to get out of there and no longer have to deal with them. High school is not my favorite period. Out in the trenches here as a first year high school teacher. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's something. I mean, Blitzen, that obviously sounds like a really logical conclusion from that point in time. That sounds like a really logical endpoint to reach from there. Are you going to watch football on Thanksgiving? Probably not. I don't really care to watch the NFL. I like college football if I'm watching anything.
I love teaching. 18 years in and I'll probably not stop anytime soon.
Cool.
Our field is bombarded with bad teachers, sadly, but the kids are great, so it's worth it. I teach preschool, BTW.
Okay, that's like the fun. That's like the fun, yeah. Also very cool. Congrats on all the success on that. UW fan? Yeah. Both my parents are alumni. I didn't go there, but both my parents did, so. They're big Husky fans. It is a very, very big event, especially with Apple Cup coming up this weekend. Very big event in the household. Don't state your age in chat, my friend. There's a rule in the description. Please read the rules before you talk in chat. Not my fault if you didn't read it. They still apply to you. Want to go to UW? Dude, I tried getting in. Nope. I didn't even get waitlist. I just got straight up no. They were like, your grades are, you don't have a 4.0? Sorry, you're not in. I had I remember applying, and I don't think it was 2 weeks before I got my rejection. I was like, all right, not going there. Okay, I think that's like a really good place to... Any ideas for shading the stone? Yeah, we got the whole fronts already textured and everything, so we got to bring that around the back. Thankfully, all of the decisions, minus just putting the blocks in for the last section, are already done. So I just need to copy this. We have mud, we have basalt, we have tuff, we have acacia, we have light gray wool, we have light gray concrete powder, and we got the regular stone. And we also got some coal ore in here, which you're like, why the heck do you have coal ore in there? And then you come back over here and you're like, oh, that's why you have coal ore in there. You can see from there, you can see it, but from back here, it just looks like a darker, like the stone has a little shadow on it. And oh, I love it. Does it look like an aerial satellite photo from above with all the farmland? Oh, like if we go over here, and we can try that. I don't think I've ever really done it. I try to not free cam too much, so, but I do on stream. Like, I'm okay with it on stream because y'all can see it. The only other reason I use free cam is if I am trying to get a thumbnail. But this way, y'all can be like, oh, that's what he's doing with it. I'm not, and obviously I'm not going underground and be like, where's a geode that I can get? It's getting there. It's starting to... We're up into the clouds now. This is pretty cool seeing like how much we've done in here though. Like that's pretty fun. I do love it. I love that little farmhouse in there. I need to do more like that where they're just randomly dotted throughout. Bam. There it is though. That's looking good. I like that. That's really, really fun. All the fields make the world look so colorful. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. Do you pronounce it bottle of water or a bottle of water? I think that would be the, what, more British way. I definitely do. The amount of people that ask me if I'm British, like, no. No. Mountain's awesome. I'm really happy with this. I love this mountain build. From here with the shaders on, this is so fun. I love the, like, that in there. That big boy, like that being attached to it. And they have a little Stonehenge down at the base that we can do with, and then episode 52 is going to be something over there that I'm already working on. I got the rough plan in with like a concrete and a test world that we're working on. I just need to get the rest in, and I want to come back in and add a few, like I love this bunch of trees here, and I want to do like a few dotted trees right along in there. And we're definitely going to do some more trees over there, and we need to merge it into like a custom oak forest eventually. So we'll dot some more trees around, and it should be really, really cool soon. Missing Simba. We got a wolf back there. I think they're still chilling. Stonehenge needs more texture. I kind of like leaving it because it's so old. Like it's so old. I made that in like the first 100 days, maybe 200, I think. Yeah, we have wolf up here looking out over the village. My build style has changed so much since we started this hardcore world. Like the growth of it. I love that, of being able to look at the old builds and just see where things have changed to now. Because like if I were to do this now, you're right, texturing would be totally different. Like I just have a little andesite at the top and a little moss at the base. No, I'd have like full on, like this whole side here would probably be like acacia and tuff. And then over there, we'd have a lot of like the light gray wools and concrete powders. Pretty much be that style probably, because we'd want to make it look like the rocks were carved from there. The Guardian is supposed to be this guy who's not doing nothing. He's supposed to be doing something. Yeah, don't leave me alone. I see that eyebrow going up. Loser. Okie dokie. We almost been 2 hours and 40 minutes today. This is a long stream. This is a really, really long stream. My friends, I think that will do it today. I got a lot of other stuff. Snake language. Don't get banned. But my friends, thank you all so very much for being here today. You can see just how much darker it is in my office now compared to when we started. If we were to go back to the beginning of the stream and just how much light I need to get a lamp for my office. Because you want to, like, if I were to turn off the forward lights here, granted I could have the lamp light behind, but this is how dark my office is at night right now. Like, just, it's so dark. Dude, I want to get a lamp in here so badly. Just like some natural light or something. I kind of want to get one of those happy light bulbs too. So just like the healthy ones to have. I don't know. I'm looking into it. I haven't found a design yet, but that's a, yeah. It is so dark in here. There's one ceiling light and it's in that corner. That's the only ceiling light. So that whole corner of the room, no light, nothing. It's so dark. And it makes me so tired as soon as the sun goes down. And this time of year, it's only going to keep getting darker for like another 2 months. It's what, 4:40 right now, and it's like full dusk. It's like 20 minutes, I think the light will be done. Yeah, 0 light. It's creeper spawnable in the corner right now. Don't feel bad. My whole apartment has 0 ceiling lights. Yeah. We've put in since we moved in this house, I think we've put in at least like 8 or 9 ceiling lights, all down on the first floor because they just didn't have any. Like the living room had no ceiling lights in the living room. Weird. And there were also barely any outlets to plug lights into. I think the room was just dark. I think they just had no lights or it was only candlelight. Yeah, it was so weird. But yeah, so we put like 9 in there, and then we put like a bunch of wall sconces on, and just to get light throughout the house. There was no light. There's no lights. Everything they had was probably lamps before in this house. It's so weird. But yeah, that's enough of a ramble. I'm out of here right now. Thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate it. We'll be live again on Wednesday. Friday is going to be hit or miss. I don't know. It's probably going to be a game day decision. Leaning towards no, but potential on Friday. For everybody in the US, if I don't see you again, if I don't see you on Wednesday, normal stream time on Wednesday. But thank you all so much for being here. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday for those in the US. Otherwise, have a lovely Thursday. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye!